Good morning, sir. I am Myraelle and Martir from Section Golf, and this is my activity 2. So, for the first one is to discuss the 7 levels of force continuum. So, kanang force continuum, muna siya ang framework used by the law enforcement officers in response to a suspect's level of resistance or threat in which nga makabalance siya sa safety sa officer o ma-minimize ang harm nga makuha sa suspects. So, level 1 is ang suspect is cooperative. So, when you say cooperative, ang suspect ani is unarmed, then mo-cooperate gyud siya nang ni surrender siya or willingly siya nga mukuyog sa law enforcer. So, ang use of force na gabitan is physical presence. Sapat na ang physical presence ana sa law enforcement officer. Ang ilahong force level na authorized is verbal commands. Use of lethal and non-lethal force is not authorized. So, verbal commands lang jud ang pwede ihatag. Sa police officer language and defensive posture, they should be in a polite manner, dayon naka-normal ready stance, maintain eye contact and hands on the side or loosely clasped in front of belt or buckle. Muna siya for level 1. For level 2, suspect is resistant but is passive. So, passive resistance ni siya. Unarmed gyapon siya but is uncooperative. It's either shout, angry, or using foul language but does not pose imminent threat. Na siya resistance but is not against you. Dili siya mo act out against you but yung ipakita through shouting, angry siya, or magamit siya foul language. Sa force of continuum, physical presence is enough for gyapon. Authorized force level is verbal commands. Polite lang Japon siya but firm imong language na gamiton, dayon use directives or instructions without shouting. Normal ready stance sa Japon and eye contact. Then increase ang peripheral awareness sa imong vision. Dayon imong fingers kay likely touching siya sa non-lethal weapon nimo, for example baton, kay for any purposes naman siya. Then, for level 3, suspect is resistant but is semi-active. This one is unarmed siya but actively resisting verbally or can already pose a minor threat. Imong gamiton na ni na force continuum is soft hands. Authorized force level is non-lethal techniques and can use joint manipulations or body control techniques. Mo itong isabdunin mo siya pag imurang gamiton iyahong imong joints. Usually may tabo mo dyan siya na maihanigod. Mo ginagamit yun dapat. Dayon, firm language. Kailangan loud imong voice pero moderate ra, and use directives or instructions lang gyapon. Tapos, cautiously na ma-approach ka sa person. Then, level 4 is suspect resistant, which is active jud siya, resisting physically and verbally but does not directly attack nimo, like mangguba na siya og mga gamit, mga runs amok. You can use the baton but do not draw firearm. Di gyapon kami labot sa imong firearms. Baton pwede lang siya. Hard hands may imong force of continuum ani. But if resisting mo itong gamit kag baton, pero imong hiigon kay katong fleshy or thick portions of the arms, torso, thighs, or legs. Firm language in a loud voice, and if necessary, if daghan or galisod ka, you may call for backup. Level 5 is suspect assaultive, may possibly cause bodily harm. So, person or group is unarmed but resists physically and verbally, poses more serious threat, and has physically attacked or has threatened to attack. Gamit na kaani og force continuum of hard hands, police baton, and other non-lethal force. Ang authorized force level ani is kanang defensive tactics. Hindi ma-apply to mga martial arts. Pero to subdue ra gyapon siya, dili siya to kill. Non-lethal weapons ang gamiton. Do not draw nor use firearms and only hit the person's fleshy or thick portions. Last resort ni mo ni kanang striking techniques like mga punches, kicks, knee and elbow strikes, headbutts, etc. Sa police officer language and defensive posture, firm language in a loud voice, makagamit na kaog baton, dapat naka-ready striking stance ka. Okay, last resort man to. If situation escalates, approach with caution, hands ready to draw, FA, firearm, then call for backup. Sa level 6, suspect assaultive bodily harm. So, kaning sa level 6 o 7, armed na ang suspect. For level 1 to 5, wala pa na siya armed. Dili pa to siya armed ato. Pero sa level 6, armed siya with blunt edge or propelled weapons. Made ni siya naka ni siya mga threats pero not yet na naka-attack. Dayon, sa use of force continuum, said to use is deadly force. Authorized force level is commensurate force. Use of non-lethal weapons and firearms is authorized. Imong language ani and defensive posture as a police officer is mo-warn ka sa person or group, direct them to lay down their weapons and stop resisting. Tapos dapat naka-combat ready position ka. Kaya sa level 5, striking raman to na kani kay combat ready na ka. With his or her hand over the service firearm or draw the firearm and point the muzzle to the ground. When necessary, take over and immediately call for backup. Level 7, assaultive serious bodily harm or death. Ganisa is the person or group is armed and has attack or is attacking and is armed. Kanina mga armed na tala is either small arms or light to heavy weapons and explosives. Sa use of force continuum, one can use deadly force. Authorized force level is deadly force. Use of lethal weapons is necessary and authorized. Police officer language and defensive posture is if suspect did not surrender, the police officer is authorized to use calibrated lethal force to suppress the threat. Dato siya if the suspect did not surrender. Pero if ni-surrender siya, even if na siya small arms or whatever na weapons in his possession, the police officer cannot shoot to kill the suspect. Or if na siya, for example, may yan na siya gamay na resistance na po siya, for example, madalagan siya or ganan siya mo pusil, the police officer could shot yung thigh, legs, arms, ingana to mobilize the suspect. They could also deploy special weapons and tactics unit, and when attacked, engage and suppress the threat using firearms. When armed resistance subsides, cautiously approach using tactical movements. And if wala siya namatay, which is good, give first aid o dadon siya sa hospital. So as for the second one, was there a violation of the use of force rules by the police? Why? Sa video na regarding sa katong Caragos, the police officers did violate the use of force because as seen in the video, si Ragos did not have any visible weapons o wala po siya gawaras sa scene. He was behind, and the officer as seen in the video was already pointing the gun towards Ragos even before naka-react si Ragos. So pag sulod nila sa scene, as seen in the CCTV footage, ang ihong pusil naka tutok na ni Ragos. And based sa levels na kung gi-explain ningon bit diri na kuan, katong if mugamit ka og imong FA, imuhong muzzle ato is dapat naka-point sa ground, then mo hatag ka ato og threat sa suspect, dayon imo siyang istoryaan og loud voice matag ka ing ato. And niya to if necessary pa man to mugamit ka, dayon imong ig-un ato, imong i-shot bisag sa level 7 kanang sa assault with serious bodily harm or death, imong i-shot ato is kana man japong imong purpose sa shot is to immobilize the suspect, not to shoot to kill. And ato na time, as you can see, bag man to iyang gilabtan ato, so pwede possible movement na mabuhat ato sa police officer is iyang gi-shot is either ang arms para dili niya or iyang hands para dili capable iyang hands ug arms to grab the weapon if naamo lamang siya weapon sa sulod sa iyahong bag or nabatoy bomba sa sulod sa iyang bag. But instead, ni-shot siya twice that led to the death of the suspect. And dapat ang gigamit niya atong force of level is level 5 kay unarmed man to, suspect assaultive possible bodily harm. Let's say kawam ta kabalong sining tabog gid ato, if katong suspect is ga syagit to, ga wild to, uncooperative to siya, mo ni siya pwede na ilang gamiton ato since wala man pud to siya gadala og weapon. Unarmed or resisting physically and or verbally can pose a more serious threat and has physically attacked or has threatened to attack. Ang use of force continuum nila kay hard hands, police baton, and other non-lethal force sa level 5. Gamit sila og defense tactics ani. Dayon ilang hands ready to draw FA pa. Nabito siya back up, pero yung back up pod gitolerate pod ang behavior sa katong police nagadala og pusil. Dayon kailangan naka-ready striking stance sila. If yan na. And katong ilahon, as seen in the video, diretso anay man to ilahon. And wala nila na proper o suppress ang suspect. Wala nila na balance ang ilahong officer safety ug ang harm na madawat sa suspect, which led to the death of the victim, Ragos.